Hello hunters, you are welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be checking out the Safi'jiiva siege, guys. How to solo and how to farm weapons and ammo from the siege. Okay guys, let's get into it. So first of all, the Safi'jiiva siege is a multiplayer quest, so it's kind of difficult to do it solo, but it is very possible to do it solo. So for the Safi'jiiva siege, it requires you to keep your DPS up. That is why it's kind of difficult to do it solo. So the whole objective of the siege is to get Safi'jiiva to suck up the energy pools to get to the bottom level so that you can slay him. So for your first time doing the solo run, you might not be able to do the complete siege in a single run. You might be able to do it after doing multiple runs, that is maybe 2 or 3 or 4 runs. So here are the levels for mine. I've done a single run, I've done a first run. So as you can see, my first level energy is a bit drained out, the second one is a bit drained out, and the third one is a bit drained out. I was able to get to the final level, that is the bottom level, but I wasn't able to get Safi'jiiva to drain the energy levels there because I was out of time. So that is how it goes. You have to prioritize getting Safi'jiiva to drain the energy levels faster so that you can slay him in the bottom level. So this siege is all about parts breaking if you want to do the farming. So for the farming, you have to break parts of Safi'jiiva to get the parts you need to craft the Safi'jiiva armor. And guys, you really need the Safi'jiiva armor. It is very good, guys. It's a very good armor, and it's also an Alatreon ready armor. So if you get the Safi'jiiva armor, it is really good. And to get the armor, you have to break parts during your run in the siege. So for the parts breaking, if you break the parts in the siege, maybe in the first run you are able to break the forearms or the hind legs. When you do that, in the next run you are not supposed to break them again because you have already earned the rewards there. So this is the Safi'jiiva armor. It has really good skills, and it has the set bonus skills are very juicy. They are very good for making elemental builds. So that is why this armor is really good for Alatreon if you want to try it. So if you want to get the armor, you have to concentrate on breaking parts of Safi'jiiva to get the armor. So with every run, try breaking maybe for the first run you were able to break the legs, the four legs, you were able to break them. For the next run, don't break the 4 legs, you can go to the hind legs, or you can break the tail in the next one, and maybe the next one too you can break the head and break the wings or break the back or the tail. So that is how you get your part breaks, and part breaks helps you keep the siege going, like keeps Safi'jiiva's attention for some time. So even if you are not able to drain the energy pools and you break parts, you are going to be able to keep Safi'jiiva around a bit longer before he escapes. And also, to finish the siege in a single run, you need to keep your DPS up, which is kind of difficult if it's you're starting to do your solo. So your DPS has to be crazy up, so you have to keep your DPS going like non-stop, and it's kind of difficult knowing Safi'jiiva's attacks. They are very aggressive, especially when you get to the second stage and Safi'jiiva gets enraged. The attacks change up and you are in a lot of trouble because he is always chasing you around. So for the build I used here, I used the longsword build. I love my longsword, I guess. So there's my longsword build I use. You can see that I have Path Breaker 3, Critical Draw, Weakness Exploit, Critical Boost, Speed Performance, Agitator, Critical Eye. So these are the things that I use to keep my DPS up, to keep the fight going. So this build is a very balanced build from Safi'jiiva. And also the 2 specialists I have there is for the second stage and the final stage, because those stages Safi'jiiva's attacks are really aggressive. So when you get your tools up, you can use them to your advantage to dodge some attacks and also withstand some attack, because Safi'jiiva's pin attack is the one that you really need to look out for. That attack is very, very it takes a lot of health and all that. And after the pin attack, Safi'jiiva follows up with another laser beam attack which can catch you. So getting your tools up and also dodging attacks will help you there. And with elements to fight Safi'jiiva with, Safi'jiiva is very weak to dragon and poison. So for me, what I do is when I'm going in to fight Safi'jiiva, I take both. I take dragon and I take poison. And also when you're taking dragon, we all know that the Alatreon weapons have a lot of dragon element in it, but to fight Safi'jiiva with dragon element, you need to have a weapon with Elder Seal, with a lot of Elder Seal in there. So for the Fatalis weapon, it has a high Elder Seal efficiency, but the Alatreon weapons does not have a lot of high efficient Elder Seal, a lot of Elder Seal there. So for this, you have to use the Fatalis weapons, which is very, very good. And you can also use the poison ailments. For me, how I use my poison ailments, I equip that on my Palico so that my Palico will get Safi'jiiva poisoned during the fight. And when you get Safi'jiiva poisoned, you get 100 damage per tick when Safi'jiiva is poisoned. So you really need to take your poison in there. And if you don't want to use your Palico to carry the poison, you can also carry the poison yourself by using poison smoke bombs. You can either craft them, you can get some in your item box. So anytime you want to use them, you can focus back to the camp and get those and use them. But I advise you using your Palico because it's very, very easy when your Palico does the poisoning for you. That will help you and it will get the siege done faster. So for the energy pools, here, you have to let Safi'jiiva drain a lot of them in order to make the other runs that you are going to do very easy. So with this run that I did for the first one, if I do a second one, the first level I will be able to clear that very fast because I've gained some energy there, and the second level too. But maybe I won't still be able to clear the siege because the bottom level has a lot of energy. So maybe whilst getting Safi'jiiva to drain the bottom level, I might fail the quest with time. So maybe for this run that I've done, I have to go about 3 times before I'll be able to completely solo Safi'jiiva in maybe the last run. So if you are doing it solo, it might take 3 or 4 runs to completely solo Safi'jiiva. And when you completely solo Safi'jiiva, that is where you earn the rewards of the weapons. So if you want to earn the weapon rewards, you have to completely solo Safi'jiiva to get the weapons. But for the armor, you can break the parts. If you break the parts and the siege is not completed and Safi'jiiva goes away, you are still going to get the rewards of the parts you've broken. If you broke the legs, you'll be getting your Safi'jiiva claws or whatever it is. If you break the back, you'll be getting the rewards from there. If you break the tail, you'll be getting the rewards for there. So you can craft the whole armor without having to completely solo Safi'jiiva. But if you want the Safi weapons, then you have to let Safi'jiiva drain the energy pools so that you can solo her to get the weapons. And the weapons too are very, very good. Safi'jiiva weapons are very good, and they are also Alatreon ready weapons. So this is kind of a farming kind of thing. So if you want to farm, maybe you can get a free day, maybe on a weekend or something, then you just do it in a cycle and you'll be able to farm all these stuffs. So yeah, that is kind of all about the Safi'jiiva siege. It is very, very, for me, it's a very, very annoying thing to be doing if you don't have friends to help you out. If you have a good team to help you out in multiplayer, you can do it in one run in almost every time you do it. If all your team has good build to do the DPS, you can do it in one run in many times. But if you are doing it solo, it's a bit of a grind. to get the slay. But if you have practiced a lot, learned Safi'jiiva's attack patterns, it is very possible to do your single siege clear. So yeah, that is how it is. And we've come to the end of the video, and I want to say a big shout out to Poisonous Flame for recommending this tutorial. Since I put out the post on Monster Hunter World for people to recommend what they are getting problems with, he recommended this. So I want to say a big shout out to him, and also I want to say a big thank you for being one of my most interactive commenters on the channel. So guys, yes. And also he has his own channel. He does a lot of retro gaming, and he does a lot of Dark Souls and Elden Ring. So you can also check him out. I'll be putting his channel in the description so you can check him out. So Poison Flame, big shout out to you, and thank you for recommending this tutorial. It was also something that I was having problems with when I was new to the game. So I'm glad I've been able to cover this up for people to understand. And I'll be also covering the Cove Tarot Siege too. So yeah, so the Siege quest, one thing I didn't add, the Siege quest rotates in 2 weeks time. So right now we have the Safi'jiiva Siege. So I think in 2 weeks time we'll be having Cove Tarot. So when Cove Tarot comes up, I'll be also covering Cove Tarot too, for you guys to know how to solo Cove Tarot, and also how to farm the Kaja weapons. Those are also Alatreon ready weapons. So if you like to stay for that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also turn on the notification button so that you don't miss the next videos that come out. Okay guys, so thank you all for the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.